Hiya, folks.
Hiya, folks. So we're here to rub in Chris's face that he was all wrong about Night of Champions.
Was I all wrong? I was half right. I like to look at it. I'm a glasses half full kind of guy.
Half right about one match. When it came to the Diva match, what did you say?
I was wrong about that. That's still stupid. That doesn't make any sense at all. But anyway, no, these are our little Night of Champions review. We know we're a couple of days late, but hey, look, that's just our style. We don't care. Or I don't, at least. I don't think he does either. He might. I don't know.
Very deeply. I'm heartbroken.
I'm sure you look terribly heartbroken. But no, we're gonna just discuss a few things. Night of Champions being one of them. We figured we'd do a video today since we will be in the Big Apple all weekend. That's right, folks. We're gonna take Manhattan, just like Jason Voorhees did. And we all know how that turned out. Jason from the Friday the 13th movie. You never saw the one where we went to New York?
No.
Terrible, terrible. They make you think that he's going. I mean, they make you think that the whole movie takes place in New York, right? He's only in New York for like the last 5 minutes of the movie. Watch it if you've never seen it. Really, it's one of those, so god-awful that it's good kind of movies.
I was thinking of another movie where people take Manhattan, The Muppets. That's some good stuff. In fact, I might watch that to prepare for
it. It was a good movie. It's been ages since I've seen it. And anyway, I watched The Never-Ending Story this morning, by the way.
Really? Did you buy it?
No, I watched it on YouTube. The whole movie is on YouTube. Look it up. Great movie.
Turn around. Look at what you see.
Enough.
Great song.
Anyway, let's get started on the predictions here. I'm sorry, I'm moving stuff. So we'll start
predictions.
Not predictions. The review.
I'm
sorry.
Well, let's talk about the Diva match before I forget to say what I'm thinking of saying. So
go ahead.
There was the little shenanigans with Hornswoggle on SmackDown.
See, I don't remember any of that. And do I sound hoarse at all?
A little bit.
Yeah, I feel it. Anyway, go ahead. My voice is.
So they're trying to get Hornswoggle to talk. So I guess last week they did shock therapy.
Yeah, that's right.
This week they did they sent him to school with a nun, which didn't make any sense. But anyway, so the idea is that Hornswoggle has a piece of information about LeCool that they want to get out of him. And I thought, well, this is it. That's it. LeCool plotted that they were going to, they were going to protest, like we said in the thing.
Right.
But obviously that didn't happen. Or did it? What happened?
I don't know. The whole thing. Did you watch Raw at all?
Yes. There's a little bit I missed.
Did you watch the Melina Layla match? I was severely disappointed in that, by the way, for multiple reasons. But Michelle McCool mentioned that Vicky Guerrero stated
they did say that
they could both defend the Divas title. Now, did it say anything about the Women's Championship at the time? I don't know.
That they did say on Friday night that Vicky wrote into the contract
that they could both defend it. Okay.
So it just kind of blows it all up. But what are they trying to get out of Hornswoggle? Unless maybe this is a completely new story that maybe I've made a connection that I shouldn't have made.
I don't know. I think you could be right. I don't know. Let's Ziggler beat Kofi.
Right.
Which we expected, or I expected. That needed to happen because Kofi needs to move on. They both need to move on. I don't know who Ziggler's going to fight now because, Hardy's leaving. Christian's involved with Del Rio.
Alberto.
Who else is there?
I think that's the whole roster.
That's about it, yeah.
MVP is always there.
Yeah. Ooh, that's a possibility. And Kofi, what about Kofi? What's he going to move on to? I think a feud with Punk would be great for Kofi. Punk, I don't know. He needs. What did you think of the whole Punk got squashed and not squashed, but he lost in like 4 minutes to the Big Show?
I didn't know that.
They need to just. I'm glad that's over. Punk deserves so much.
That
better.
was more of a.
No offense to the Big Show, but
when they trot the Big Show out, as I've said a billion trillion times, when he comes out as just kind of this, I don't know.
I know what you're trying to say. You don't have to say anything. I know.
It's like Mark Henry.
Yeah.
But they assume that simply because Big Show has come out from behind the curtain and he's walking to the ring that we're all excited. I tend to get excited when there's a story, when there's a an element like that to carry
a reason.
So
I don't know. Anyway,
I really liked when Big Show was coming up again. Was it Swagger? And Big Show was being funny. I liked that, and then it just kind of went.
He can be funny.
I know.
He's,
but then they go back to him just being,
just I don't know.
Hey, what do you think about that Hart Dynasty?
Losing?
Just in general.
Well, I mean...
Well, losing. What do you think about losing?
Who cares? Who gives a crap about...
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre is supposed to be the chosen one. And he just continues to float. Did you see Cody dashing Cody Rhodes come out last night with this big mirror on the back of his jacket? Looked ridiculous. Look it up.
Where did I see that? It seems like I've seen it.
Maybe he's done it before. I don't know. That's just the first time I noticed it.
I think that when the Hart Dynasty turned face, now I didn't really say anything because it didn't really bother me that much, and plus everybody was so happy that Hart Dynasty was doing well. I didn't want to rain on anyone's parade. But I didn't like when they turned face how smiley they all got. They would do their little backstage
They're Canadian.
things.
That's what Canadians do. They smile.
And it bothered me.
They want to fit in. They want to look like Americans.
I know, but it's almost like they were trying too hard. It's like Americans. you say it like George W.
George W. Americans.
I can remember seeing... the thing about John McCain when he ran in 2000, this is completely way off the... No, but he was known as this guy that had a, hair-trigger temper and maybe wasn't the most pleasant fellow in the world. Well,
that's me some John McCain.
Right, but this was what was said about him. And who knows who started all this. But I remember seeing an interview with him on one of the news channels, and after every question, he would give his answer, and then he would smile. And I said, I'll bet you some handler said, John, just make sure you smile.
Smile, buddy.
Everything you say, people will like you. That's what I think the writers or handlers or whoever in WWE said to the
smile.
Right, but it just lacked any kind of.
But anyway, to get back on topic, Rhodes and McIntyre.
I thought that was fascinating.
Rhodes and McIntyre are the new tag team champions. But again, who cares? Those belts look ridiculous. I just think they look ridiculous.
They're belts.
I know, but they look ridiculous. They're huge. They're like all bronzy, which makes them look second rate because they're bronze, not gold.
True.
I don't know. The whole tag division, it used to mean so much, and now it means nothing. I feel bad for Rhodes and McIntyre because now they're just going to sit there and
you're
tag
right.
team hell.
And they're you're right. And those two guys have all
they deserve. Yeah, they could do more.
Yeah.
What's left? Daniel Bryan defeated The
Miz. Did you hear the pop he got last night?
I watched it on I watched the actual Night of Champions match on YouTube.
I'm talking when he showed up last night with Edge.
Yeah.
People went.
And I love the music he's coming out to now. I love that.
I didn't see that. That's the part I still haven't gotten that far.
I loved it.
I watched from like the middle to the end, and then from the front to the. Hey, what about Jomo?
You're getting off topic.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Daniel Bryan.
It's okay. But no, Daniel Bryan won the U.S. Championship, which I said would happen. Everybody else seemed to think no, but I said it would happen. It needed to happen because The Miz needs to move on from that title. And now he has.
Well, and what better way?
Not yet, actually.
And I've said this to you. I don't know if I've said it to our television neighbors. Mr. Rogers. I think that would be I think that Daniel Bryan is the type that what he lacks in the excitement factor.
Mm-hmm.
Is that not maybe not the best way to say it?
Well, it's like when I was sitting here watching the match last night with my dad, and when he came out, my dad was like, "Who's that guy?" And I was like, "He's probably actually the best wrestler in the world."
But who's
and
that
my dad
guy?
was like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Who's that guy is the perfect way to describe him.
Exactly.
And what he gives off. You're just like, everything about him is just very ordinary seeming.
Until he gets in the ring.
Right, until he gets in the ring, and even when he gets in the mic, I think he's got a good personality that he can... But my point is, what better way than have him be a fighting champion, give him just a whole lot of wins if he's constantly defending his title, constantly winning. That's the kind of thing that'll give him momentum. I think it'll put people behind him, and I think that's the way to elevate one Daniel Bryan. As opposed to trying to put him in a feud. I mean, just let him be a guy who does his thing in the ring and is consistently winning.
Yeah, I think that's what they need to do, because, these, like the IC title, the US title, the tag titles, no one really cares about any of these belts. Give them meaning. And I think Daniel Bryan can do that by defending them on a regular basis, because that was the match Sunday night that everybody was talking about, that everyone was excited about. I mean, I watched the match on YouTube and people went crazy when Daniel Bryan won. I mean, they went crazy, which I thought was great.
Well, and he's got the perfect foe, The Miz, who we're just dying to see.
What happened?
Get it.
Correct. Kane defeated The Undertaker cleanly, which I expected. I think you agreed that was what would happen. Or what
well, I just kind of went along with whatever you said. About the whole Hell in the Cell thing, that would be a much more fitting end.
Which is where they're going to go with it. And then Orton beat Sheamus to win the WWE Championship.
Which shocks me, but I gotta say, I was kind of with Cole and King, or whoever was saying it, when Orton was making his little victory lap at the beginning of Raw. I thought, yeah, this is good. Good for him. Good for old Randy Orton. So,
I think
it wasn't what I expected, and I don't see it. I didn't see, I guess the reason we didn't expect this is the possibilities. It just doesn't feel that Orton is at the peak of excitement in terms of stories and
I was just expecting
development
Sheamus to keep the title until Triple H came back. I guess that's not going to happen now.
Although he did mention Triple H again.
Yeah, he's.
I'm not good at Irish accents or lisps in an Irish accent. That's like a double whammy.
It's not possible.
I am good at lisps. Couple of Cody
Rhodes. I'm gonna guess that Orton's gonna move into after he's done with Sheamus, move into a feud with Mizanin.
Mike the Miz.
We may see the Miz win the championship now. I still hope it doesn't happen, but it still may happen.
Well,
because who is Orton gonna feud with once he's done with Sheamus? Who is there?
John Cena. Now, see, that would
not be, to me, appealing at all.
Okay.
Well, it wouldn't. I'm sorry. Yeah, there's Edge, I guess, which we've seen a billion times.
There's John Morrison. I don't know if that would maybe be No, it wouldn't be, because we would need to... See, that's the thing that Orton is doing, is I really liked when he said, an honorable man would do such and such.
But I'm not an honorable.
But I'm not an honorable
I like the fact that he's a face, but he's still not a good guy.
Right.
I like that. I gives it. I think.
But you should not be like that.
No, please, no, please.
Do not.
People, let's be kind to each other, okay?
Okay, if somebody...
Let's find some hatchets and bury them. Thank you. Anyway.
And as a last resort, grab people by the neck and then pull their body to the ground. Last thing.
Only if everything else fails.
Right. Just have to be prepared.
Yeah, it's a possibility. You never know. Viper. But I would love to see The Miz come out, like, maybe after the Hell in the Cell match, assuming Orton retains, which I'm sure he will. The Miz will come out, and see, that's a problem though, because don't they lock those cages?
You could throw a fat guy through the roof of it and then break in that way. It's happened.
That kind of, to me, kills the mojo if The Miz comes out and he's like, I need in the cage. And somebody has to come unlock it before he can get in there, which maybe that's a good gimmick, because what I'm seeing happening now, or what I would like to happen now, is The Miz to come out after an Orton championship match to cash in, and Orton just hit an RKO out of nowhere and pin The Miz. Because I still want to see The Miz lose. Not that I don't like him, because I do like him, but I just think it's best for that whole gimmick. I think you agree.
Yeah. Although you kind of have to wonder, they've put giving the championship to a fan favorite, as is. Okay, do you want to? Okay, you can lean forward because I'm obviously bothering you. By giving it to a fan favorite, it now kind of makes you think that this sets up either Miz will lose and we'll all be so happy because our favorite retained, or Miz will win and it will be all the more difficult for us to bear. Right. Difficult to bear. I'm thinking of being distraught. I wouldn't be angry.
I'm not going to be distraught. I'm not going to be brokenhearted or anything, but, you know, I'll be upset. But, that's that. I mean, that was the pay-per-view. I mean, you know, again, I think Bryan winning the U.S. title meant more than anything else to most people, but that's just me. And then the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view is 2 weeks away. 2 weeks is not enough time to promote a pay-per-view, guys. Sorry. Especially when you're still charging, what, like $60 a pay-per-view? It's ridiculous. That's why nobody buys
that
these
much?
things. It's a lot. It's too much, in my opinion. But Sheamus is going to fight Orton. John Cena is going to fight Wade Barrett.
Oh, yeah.
And
what do we think about that?
I don't know what to think, because I've seen, I mean, granted, this was, you know, a month ago, but I've seen the bragging rights poster, and there's a little Nexus logo on the poster, which would lead one to believe that Nexus is still going to be around, but I don't know.
See,
people have been saying for a long time Cena needs to turn heel, but is this a proper turnaround? I don't know.
Interesting. I just feel like the Nexus thing is kind of run its course. So for Cena to join it now, it just seems like it's the end of whatever the Nexus thing is. It's winding down. So
Yeah.
you know, I don't know.
I would agree.
Because if Cena were to, okay, if Cena
they've been around since what, June, roughly? It's been like mid-June, right?
I don't remember.
Along those lines? I don't know.
June, May,
Something like
April. No, in April. But anyway, point being, if Cena wins and has to join Nexus, well, it just kind of, like I said, Nexus is pretty much over. If Cena, if Cena has to,
I get what you're saying.
right? If Cena dissolves Nexus, I'm like, yeah, okay, I was expecting a dissolution anyway.
Well, what happens to all those guys?
I don't know. I didn't really. I'm not losing any sleep over. But
And then another match. Oh, well, you know, obviously Kane versus The Undertaker. We'll see that. I'm assuming Taker will win. And then there was another match that will be announced next week on Raw, since they've already.
oh yeah, don't tell me.
You don't want to know? No. I want to mention it.
Okay, I'll be at it. We won't be.
We won't be in town anyway.
Okay, say it.
Daniel Bryan will defend the U.S. title in a submissions count anywhere match against The Miz and
Don't tell me. Wait, I have to guess.
John Morrison.
Really?
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes, John Morrison and The Miz are going to be involved in a match again.
I'm enjoying the higher profile of John Morrison, but
I think it's ridiculous.
I think he's losing too much.
Hey, wait, no. But he just...
Or did he? Did he win?
He
beat Jericho.
beat Jericho, which I think was great. And then they're going to slap him right back in this whole mess of crap that he doesn't need to be involved in. I think it's ridiculous. But that's just me. I don't know.
Whoa, he's getting mad on behalf of John Morrison.
Well, I'm just saying. The guy's done a lot of work lately, and he's...
They do seem to be, all that, you know, that backstage workout, that...
They're trying to go somewhere with it.
Although,
I don't know.
I mean, that push-up thing against the wall...
I thought it was cool.
I do it. I can do that. I've been
Really?
doing that for like 20 years.
Okay, do it.
No.
Do it. Come on, I'll grab the camera, and you can demonstrate to everyone how you do it.
Well, let's think about that one. No.
I wonder if I could do it. I might be able to do that. I don't know.
All right. Well, not here, not now.
No, I don't know. Anyway,
we've run out of
that's it. That's
purpose for being.
Like we said, we'll be in New York all weekend.
Oh, we still have another video we haven't posted yet, which
What?
about your the unification discussion.
Oh yeah.
So
we
you
did that like 2 weeks ago. He's really bad
Friday
about
and a half ago.
You want me to show you how bad he is about doing stuff?
Oh yes, that before.
You want to know what I'm still holding?
You're screaming.
I think it deserves a scream.
The VC Wrestling, which I will...
I'm still holding this package.
Okay, here's what I'm doing.
He doesn't care about those. No,
Jay,
we need to give him something.
You're going to be getting
that.
2 free empty DVD cases. So, ooh, and one of them has the tabs on them.
Those are like gold.
Just saying.
You get.
And maybe there will be another surprise that Chris will come up with because he feels. Make sure there's nothing in there. Anyway, that's all the time we have for now. Really, we have plenty of time. I just say that sometimes because I just feel like saying that.
We're done.
We'll talk to you very soon. Adios.
And I know this means stuff in other parts of the world, but again, I'm American. I don't care. Peace, everybody.
It's a little awkward doing this for an American. I'm just saying. Ringo Starr, you know, when he's... well, just...
Peace, everybody. Bye.
Adios.